What is isospin? I'm going to give a very, very simplified explanation. You know how you have big particles like protons and neutrons, and those are made up of smaller quarks? Isospin is essentially a measurement of what quarks make it up. Now you may be asking, why the heck are we calling it spin? Well, mathematically, it's handled very similarly to the way that we calculate angular momentum. Spin. Think of it this way. Do you know that old experiment in like middle school physics class where you would spin a magnet and it would create an electric field? And then you were taught that you could spin electric charge to make a magnet. That's how we make electromagnets. Well, the charges of subatomic particles also create fields, as if they were spinning, but as far as we can tell, they're not actually spinning. But we call it spin anyway because we calculate it as if something was spinning. Isospin is important because it's one of the things that differentiates matter from antimatter. Many times when I talk about matter and antimatter, people ask, what about neutrons? Well, even though neutrons are charge zero, the quarks that make them up are not charge zero. One is made of quarks, one is made of antiquarks. And that gives them both different isospin. In fact, it gives them opposite isospin. This is why there are some charge-neutral composite particles that still have antimatter variations. And like I said before, we can calculate this the same way we calculate angular momentum, spin. So if something appears as if it's spinning in one direction, mathematically that is, again, they're not really spinning, and its antimatter variant, when you look in the antimatter mirror, so to speak, would be spinning in the opposite direction. That's a very short, very simplified explanation of isospin.